was quick. Let's say hello. And place a stone. I'm going to start with a 4-3. And then a 4-4. Then we will approach. What is this? Oh, let's turn on the coordinates. Looks like this will be a reverse Komi game. Yeah, because my opponent is an 11Q and I'm a 12Q, so I have 5.5 points of Komi and the first move. So I'll just take a base here. He backs off normally. So that's putting pressure on these stones from the side, but leaving a big gap behind. If I attach here and he wedges, can Atari connect and jump out. Or actually I have a couple weaknesses left behind after that. If I go here or here, let's play one move there and see what he does. What's the reaction there? Okay. Then jump out on this side. If I jump out on this side, he takes this stone. He can drive the stone in this direction. Rather, he turns and drives the stone this way. I'm not sure. Maybe this was a wasted move here. Bad exchange for me. Oh, he didn't Atari the stone he played there. So if I go here, I can Atari on this side and connect. If I go here and he wedges, I can Atari back and connect. So yeah, he jumped out. Should I continue to try and live here? If it takes away my base, I might be in trouble. Let's play here, see if he responds. Then turn here, setting up a cut. So he extends. I think I want to leave this now. If I play in here, I'm already pincered, so it's like a self-pincer, so I guess I will approach on the other side. There just was not enough room to live over there, and I already had one small group. Yeah, I already had one small group that was in trouble here. So let's play the old-fashioned Joseki just to see if he responds. He does. Okay. Oh, got a little formation there. I think I'm okay here. I will attach underneath here. Okay, he pushes down, so maybe he wants to play a complicated Joseki like the Okay, so you can cut here. And I think you should. I think that was a mistake, and you need to exploit it. Otherwise, you're just forced into a low position on the corner. That's why you can cut, because when you come out, even if you don't have the ladder, when you come out, it's an Atari on those 3 stones. If I go here, then he has me on a ladder again. And where does the ladder go this time? Let's check. So it goes to, yeah, hitting the star point there. So it would be running into this stone. So if I want to save these cutting stones, I have to do something now. Well, it's a threat on this stone here, so I guess that's a move I can play. Then I can extend here so that I can live in the corner. Now the honey underneath. If he wedges, that I connect and then he turns. Am I dead here in the corner? I think I need just a little more in this corner to be safely alive. Okay, I don't want to give those stones up just yet, so I'll continue to run with them. So it looks like he wants to net those stones. So I was thinking if I extend once, then I'm threatening to Atari here and take. So that would save these stones. So I can Atari here, and he will fill in. So I could give these stones up now. Just come out over here. He doesn't mind. So let's take a little more. Let's get greedy here. Okay. Yeah, I think I will. Hane. And extend just to make sure I'm okay over here. And then I want to come back and play in this corner when I get Sente. Or if he plays in this corner, I'll respond. But I think this result was okay for me. We'll see if he can kill this. Maybe he can. Okay, he's going to try and kill these stones. So there is a cut here, here, and here. I'll protect this cut. Give up this stone if he cuts here. Yep. So I have to extend here, otherwise strengthen this stone so we don't have a double Atari situation here. And then he did give me Sente to come back and play in the corner. So we'll just keep as much as we can here. The wedge here might be really good. Okay, he's going to try and destroy the corner this way. So I go down here. He turns, I block. The Ataris I connect. I block. I've only got 2 liberties when I block. So I have to go here. Because if I block and then he Hanes I connect. And he Hanes here, I'm still only have 2 liberties. But actually it's my turn then. I go here. He Hanes I connect. And I have these 2 liberties, 1 and 2. I have 3 liberties. It goes here to take away that and reduce me to 2. How many liberties does he have? He just has 1, 2. I think I can just take those stones. Unless I'm missing something here. Have to connect. So far, so good. And I Atari here. Let's take. So he surrounded me, but I'm alive in the corner. Let's think about the wedge or the clamp here. Clamps, I go here. He extends, I connect. He ataris, I connect. Yeah, I think I'm good. So he's going for an overplay here, I guess. Do I want to protect the corner? I mean, I already have this side here. He can jump out. Let's take away his extension. Okay, and then he's going to try and live in my corner. Yeah. That is something he can do now. Yeah, maybe I should have protected the corner. I don't know. He did. He has a pretty good corner here. I have a little bit on this side, so I kept him from building a whole huge side. I have a tiny corner here, but I did capture 3 stones to get it, so I've got actually 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, about 10 points in that corner, but plus this side here. He has a decent area over here. Yeah, so he connected there. My intention was to just come out on this side. And yeah, he can live over here. I can't really do too much about that. This ladder, where does it go? It goes to his stone. Yeah, so he got the corner. And let's try and keep him small. And then we can play on top over here, I guess. He's got a big wall. I can't split him from the wall. Good shoulder hit. See which way he runs. He runs up. Okay, each time I extend a stone, I get 3 points, and each time he extends a stone, he gets 3 points. So this is kind of even. Let's go once or twice. Just to strengthen my stones. Then let's look at this. Peep at this guy here. Ah, yeah, there's the clamp. So let's see how this works here in practice. So I connect. He can Atari, I connect. He can throw in first, Atari and connect, but I still am alive in the corner. So I don't believe his stone can live. Yeah, he can cut there. Bit annoying. Okay, let's connect. Yeah, it lets him build a wall here. That's true. If I Atari, he will, if I Hane, he will Atari. So let's go once more. Then, well, Hane on top over here. Enlarge my area a little bit. My potential. He'll probably find a way to come in here. So I'll go here. If he cuts, I'll connect. Then he will Atari my stone here and take it. Right? Cut, connect, Atari, extend, Atari, extend. Oh, that connects. He has to Atari on this side. So, cut. So I Hane, he cuts. I connect. He can Atari me down, but I'll connect with this stone. So he has to Atari this way. I go here. Atari's on this side, I connect. I guess I can Hane. Well, it's an interesting game anyway. I can't say for sure if I'm ahead or behind. Let's see if I can assess that. He's got this corner here. Yeah, he played that. I was expecting. He's got this corner here. He's got this territory here, including these 4 stones. Ah, so he didn't try to double Hane. He tried to... I mean, he didn't try to Atari this stone. He tries to Atari these guys. So I connect. He descends. These are an Atari. They go here. He descends. I have to respond. Then it's his turn. But after I respond, his stones are an Atari. His stone is here. I'm here. So he goes there first. Okay, I have to connect. Then I Atari his stones. And take them. So now he's got 3 liberties. Can he somehow turn the tables on me over here? If I connect here, I've got 3 liberties. So I go here. He's down to 2 liberties. If he wedges, I take. If he comes out here, I'll connect. I think those stones are dead. Well, it's the game that highlights the importance of reading. Aha, that's an Atari. He can extend with an Atari. Oh no, when he extends, it's not an Atari. So it's still 2 liberties to however many I have in this group. The important thing is these guys are connected here. So it's not just these 2 stones. Let's just take them. Six. I've captured 6 plus 4. I've captured 10 stones plus these tiny amounts of territory. Well, I'm getting some big territory here. And what does he have? He has 1 stone. Now I want to make sure this group is okay here. If I play here, that's alive. If he plays here, I know he's trying to kill me. But I think I have room for another eye. Okay, I'm not in Atari yet. Let's go ahead and just live there. And yeah, so he's just surrounding me. Let's turn here and then jump out. So now I've got tons of potential over here. He's going to have to invade. Yeah, and you know, I think that's a fine invasion. Let's cap over here and see how he comes in. That way, okay. So we might be trying to cut these stones off from these. I just want to try and live along the bottom here. I'll let him take some territory here. I can still push into the corner. This might be a good time to do that. And can Atari this stone to connect up. Yeah, let's keep pushing here. I don't believe this works, so I go here, he cuts on this side, I take, he extends, and these are an Atari. Oh, and they only have 1 liberty yet. Okay, so let's connect on this side. can take that one stone, and that'll get me all connected along the bottom there. So his territory is this corner, this big chunk here, but I've got a chunk here, so I'm hoping this is comparable, and I will try and reduce from this side over here. I'll throw a stone out here, which can connect up in two different ways, but actually maybe I need to play with the one space jump now that he's gone there. If I play here, and he comes on this side, I can go here. Well, let's try it. I don't know. Maybe a one space jump would be a safer choice there. Okay, but he just accepts that. I think that was a pretty nice of him to do that. So let's go here. Maybe we can even connect up. Yeah, he doesn't want me to connect. I'm going to let that slide. Actually, Atari, extend, Atari, turn, take. No, I don't have to let that slide. I should take that. It's a cut that doesn't work. And let's stay connected over here. Okay, so now this group is connected to this group. I'm going to descend over here next. I think that's a big end game point. I can take a stone here. Ah, he agrees. That was a big end game point. But I'm feeling pretty good about my play in this game. I mean, I have all these captured stones. 4 here plus 7 there is 11 stones. So I might be winning even without the Comey. He prevented me from turning this into territory. That was a good move. Okay, what is my good move? Taking here. The Hane here first. Oh, that's Gote. Ah. Fell for his trick. not that was a trick play or anything. I just made a mistake. Can we try and count this? Okay. He connects up. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, plus 11, say 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 50, 60 points. Well, yeah, I really don't have that many points, do I? Because he reduced me so well everywhere. This one is Sente, I guess. So now I got a few more points over there. Oh, there's this captured stone I wasn't counting. Yeah, he got this territory and this territory. Maybe he doesn't have many points either. Maybe it all works out. Okay, we'll just stop him from making points over there. I guess the descent here would be good. Okay, he's going to try and play something exciting in the middle here. Start with the Hane. So the cut here, what's going to happen on the cut? I'll extend and extend. Okay, just see where those stones run. Reducing my liberties. Okay, if I make an eye here and an eye here, these guys are all alive, right? What can he kill with those 3 stones? These stones are connected through to here. Yeah, let's just make an eye here, and then I can't, even if they get cut off with the cut here, they'll just be alive. Right? I'll play here once. So I connect. He's next going to try a cut here, I guess, but I can take it. Yeah, I'll just make two eyes. He can't live in there, and as long as my groups are live on the outside. Okay, where else can I play? Kanhana here, and then connect and connect and connect. Yeah, I've got to stay connected here. It's important. And make a little point here, I guess. Make a small point here. Yeah, he's going to try and disconnect me, so let's stay connected. Okay, let's, can he make an eye here? I think it's more important to play here, or a bigger move to play there. I go here, throws in, I take, he goes here, I connect. Actually, it's the problem, right? I go here, he goes here, that's an Atari. I connect, and then he takes. That's a connect and die scenario. So what's the best way out of this? I made my mistake already. I should try and recover with the least loss. Give up that stone, I guess, is the way to play it. Yeah, just take there. Okay, so that hurt, but not a big deal. So I can extend here. And if he goes here, it's Dame, because the throw-in does not kill anything, because I'm connected. Okay, I can try and make him play a move in here. Connect up that stone. It's a little hard to count this board, but he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more stones inside my area. So that's 5 captured stones to go with these 12. Okay, looks like maybe he's going to be content with just drawing the remaining border. I can take that one. Okay, it's not Chinese rules, so I don't have to fill in the Dame points. That's just capturing a stone inside my own territory. Let's pass. All right, he passed. Let's see what the damage is. So let's, it's true, I was forgetting about my captured stone. He had quite a big territory there. That one. So I think that's it. That's just 2 Dame points. 3. Let's say done. Sasha won by 8.5 points. How is that possible? Well, anyway. Yeah, let's say thanks for the game. Yeah, I really thought I was ahead in that game. because of all the stones that he gave me. So anyway, we'll take a look at that with Katago and see if it gives me any pointers for how to improve. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Well, I thought that was a pretty interesting game. I felt like my reading was working okay, and I didn't know I had made any obvious mistakes, but still I got beaten pretty badly. So I think it makes an interesting game to evaluate, see where I went wrong. And if you look at the graph, I set it up so that there was no reverse Comey. I just regular Comey. So it starts out at 50-50. And then very quickly my opponent gets an advantage. And there's a little bit of up and down here, but then he wins out the rest of the way. So let's take a look at those ups and downs. Just stepping forward through the game, everything is normal in the opening. And well, here's the first unusual move. And I wasn't sure what to play here. The AI is recommending just playing away. I felt like these two stones are maybe weak and I should be adding to them. But apparently that's not an issue yet. And by playing in this area, I'm losing points. I don't lose a lot right away. Oh, but just to show, if white attacks here, I've tried to force Katago to play a line that looked like it was attacking these stones. It wants to play away with white as well. But if it tries to kick and surround like this, doesn't worry with black. In fact, he places a stone out here, and as white honeys underneath, black responds. And then when white connects, black jumps out. And if white jumps out, black jumps out again. I mean, there's only room for one eye here, but I guess as long as I'm out, it's not a problem. I guess, if you're a computer, you can play that way. But going back to the original position, I guess in a situation like this, the answer is this one stone is not that strong. Maybe you need to force your opponent to prove that there's really an attack on these two stones rather than reacting. So that's my first mistake. And it happens kind of slowly here. Let's see. Let's step forward. I played here, I lose maybe a point in the evaluation, and I play here and I lose maybe another point. But when he kicks and I respond again, at this point I'm down by 5 points. And that's a significant difference. It shows up in the evaluation. And I was already feeling it, that I was going to end up with a small group here, and he was claiming a lot of space on this side. So it just was not working out for me. I'm getting myself over concentrated here. So I should have responded to that inner warning. But it's hard to let a group go like that when you're not sure if it's alive, I have to say. So the recommended move, though, is interesting. It's approaching on this side before white has had a chance to jump out. So jumping into the pincer, jumping into a pincer, it's not afraid of that. And then when white jumps out here, make a tiny base, strengthen that stone. White kicks, you extend, white jumps, then you take a big jump. And you're actually counterattacking these two stones, which are just a simple line of stones. So I think this is a pretty interesting position. And did I follow it up anymore? Oh, yeah. Next, the computer wants to take away the corner, like so. So that's as far as I followed it. But if you look at this, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 groups of stones in alternating color: black, white, black, white, black, white. Pretty hard to play like this, I think. But this is there is some point here. This group in the middle of 3 stones is not alive, has no room to live. It has to keep running. And as long as this group has to keep running, I guess my 2 groups on either side are not in that much danger. And so I feel free to go and play in the corner there and take some points away. Anyway, this still leaves white with about a 5-point advantage, which white has had since I first played 2 or 3 moves over here. Oh, no, I take that back. It was just a couple points advantage for white. It was this third move that I played here, answering. Now white has that 5-point advantage. Okay, so white jumped out, and I kicked. It seems I kicked on the wrong side, or expanded on the wrong side. It really wants me to play here. I think because I don't have to answer back. If white takes, I'll get a free move here in Sente. So I can Hane once underneath and then play away. And so that's the way it wants me to play, keeping that at about still a 5-point advantage for white. Anyway, the game continued here, and nothing too terrible is happening here, but white is maintaining that kind of lead. And then the next mistake is in this upper right-hand corner. So first, let's look at this. When white Hanes here, when white drops down and then Hanes, this is an invitation to play the avalanche Joseki, which would continue with the Hane here. White would cut. This is a small avalanche because there's only 2 stones here. I see black extends, white extends, and black turns. And I didn't follow it past here. I mean, the avalanche Josekis are notorious for being complicated, and I have not invested the time in learning them, so I'm not going to play like that. But what I've learned is that computers have been playing the simple descent here, and that is good, and it avoids the avalanche Joseki. But after my opponent followed me here, I cut. Apparently that is not the right idea. At this point, white's advantage jumps to 10 points. So that's the next 5-point jump in the score. The simplest way to play is just to extend, and that is seems fine. That keeps the advantage at around 5 points for white. So I'm not giving away anything more, and this makes a lot of sense. I mean, I was worried about this corner being alive. It's a little bit small, but if I just extend, and if white doesn't answer, this cut is still available, and I'm able to come out on this side. And if he does answer, I can keep extending and taking a couple points every time. I have to be careful about giving white too big a wall, but that seems fine. There was another more complicated variation where actually I could Hane here. It's not as complicated as the avalanche Joseki, so maybe it's okay. White will cross cut, and for best play anyway. Black Ataris, white descends, and then black fixes the corner. It fixes this one cutting point in the corner, and white fixes the cutting point on the outside, and black connects. And white tries to play on the other side, maybe giving these 2 stones an escape route. Black can just descend, and black has captured these stones. Black is alive in the corner, and white got something on this side, but this stone is lonely over here, so maybe black can get some mileage out of chasing that stone. Anyway, this is also keeping that 5-point advantage for white, but not going to a 10-point advantage for white like this move I played. So the move I played, it kind of worked. I mean, I do get to cut. And right here, another example where I should just keep extending. That's how I can save my corner. Once again, I was worried about my opponent jumping into the corner here. He could clamp at S17, and that pretty much destroys my corner. But the corner isn't dead until he would have to turn first and then clamp. And so I can prevent the turn by extending, and then the corner is fine. So this keeps that. I guess it's 10-point advantage now for white, but it doesn't give away any more points. When I play this move, the Sane underneath, it's a different way of protecting the corner. Now white is up by 15 points. So that's my next 5-point mistake. So we play along here. But it's interesting, my opponent makes a mistake here too with this simple extend. Actually, this jump here. I think white is up by 20 points at this point with a jump. But the simple extend here is a mistake because it gives me this move in Sente. And then I played my next move here. But actually, if I had played my next move here, I've got a big corner and I'm out on this side. This is actually looking pretty good for me, and white's advantage has dropped back down to 5 points. But I played on the wrong side. I thought, I need to take care of this big area white is threatening to build here. White has got stones on this side. White has got something like a wall here if I don't do anything about it. So I came out on this side, but that was just a bad judgment. And then as I keep playing on this side, white ends up back up 15 points again. So white by 15, and white keeps that lead the rest of the way. I think I didn't look at too much else in this game. I mean, it's interesting that white played all these moves inside, and I capture those stones. So my reading was working here. I calculated that I could capture these guys, but it doesn't seem to be costing him any points. So that lead that he's got of about 15 points, he's maintaining that all through here. This move was a bit of a mistake, and I should just protect the corner. And I just looked at what might happen afterwards. The computer would attach on this side, I jump out, white extends, and then this cut. That's why I showed this variation. This cut is the kind of move I don't think of playing, but it's pretty clever. White doesn't want to just let me come out on this side and destroy his potential. So white will capture that stone in a ladder. The ladder, maybe it goes to him, maybe it goes to me, though. And so for the next few moves until white actually takes that stone, I get a lot of moves in Sente. I can play ladder breaking moves in Sente, and this is the Hana here is recommended as the move. But the computer was lighting up all this from the diagonal from this stone to this stone was all lit up. As hot spots for white to play. We could get into some kind of contest where white plays a ladder breaker and I play a stone to white plays a stone to reestablish the ladder and I play a ladder breaker, and we can hop around in this area. So it just gives me some free moves. So an interesting move, even though it seems to be wasted. It seems to be a wasted move when I look at it, but that's why I don't think of playing it. But anyway, I did not play that. I answered on the wrong side, and so white's lead is back to 15 points again, and maybe slightly more. He won actually by about 20 points at the end, so there was some back and forth in here, but no really big mistakes, no giant point swings that I saw in the rest of the game. But he's just got a lead, and even though I was feeling optimistic at this point, I had captured his stones and tried to invade. I lived in the corner. I have potential in this area, but he has potential in this area too. And if we look at it, I do manage to steal the corner from him. Yeah, this invasion failed, but once again, it's a kind of invasion that didn't really cost him anything because I had to play stones there to capture. And then he did let me just take his corner away, but that solidified this area for him. And if we go back to that very first approach to the lower right corner, when he pincered on this side of my two stones, I did that two stone back off and he pincered with this stone. That really paid off for him because he got all of this area in the long run. He didn't get the corner, but he got everything between the corner and where he placed that stone. So, and I never got the approach on this side, which I should have been able to get in if I had not been so worried about the life of this group. So too many groups living small, I think, is what happened here. And my area here is pretty big. And once again, he tried to invade at the end, and his invasion was a complete failure. I got to keep all of that. But I only have one big area, and he has one big area here, and then he has two. He has a medium-sized corner here, a small corner here, and a pretty decent-sized area here. Whereas I have nothing besides this one big area. This is tiny, this is tiny, and this is tiny. But I do have the captured stones. Made it hard to count, having to take into account those captured stones. But even with those captured stones and the reverse Komi, I was still behind. So I lost by 8.5 points with the reverse Komi. But if you give me a normal Komi, give white a normal Komi of 6.5 points and take away my reverse Komi, that would be about a 20-point win for white in this game. And I looked at it. You can see the score here, and maybe it's a little more clear when it draws the areas on the board that white has got more than black does. But looking at the details, I had 56 points of territory and 19 captures. I mean, that's almost 20 captures. That's a lot. But he had 83 points of territory. So if we added my 56 and say 55 and 20 would be 75. So he had more territory than I had, territory plus captures. And then he also had 6 captures and 6.5 points of Komi in the regular scoring, so he'd be up by 20. And in the reverse Komi, he was up by 8.5 in the actual game, because the reverse Komi was only up by 8.5. But Anyway, that's how it went. So what are my lessons here from this game? See, can I quickly go back to the beginning? It's not so easy. Lesson number one was I shouldn't have been so afraid in the bottom right here with the two stones. I should just leave them to fend for themselves and play elsewhere. And lesson number two was this cut in the Joseki in the top right was not the best way to play that. And let's see, it was 5 points here, it was 5 points here. Yeah. Oh, and then yeah, I think after the cut it got up to 15 points when I kept playing over there. Anyway, those were the two big failures. And then in the left side, I could have played better by just protecting the corner and taking advantage of a cut in the outside up here. Anyway, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Bye now.